What is going on, guys? This is your boy Squid here, and welcome to my mid-August update for Annihilation. If you didn't see the first, the early August update videos that included, Cursed Sands and all of that stuff, the Wither's House, Minecraft Xbox House, those are some of the bigger things, but, this update is slightly smaller, but it's still got a massive new POI, which I'm gonna start right with these are just the update notes. This is just a video that I like to do every major update, just combining a bunch of stuff that I've worked on and basically fixed on the Annihilation Minecraft map that I've made. So basically the first thing here is I have added the new swamp POI in the bottom right of the map, or just like the bottom middle of the map. But actually it takes up like the entire bottom of the map. This is, if I had a name for this update, I would probably call it the bottom map update, the bottom of the map update, because they're mainly the new structures are towards the bottom of the map. Basically the swamp, I will be having a POI bio going up on that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, guys. Pretty much this is just a bunch of closely knit islands, you can find a ton of sea life here, a ton of fish and stuff like that. There's a little coral reef, there's a little village island. Well, it's actually the second biggest island, and it's kind of cool. You got some boats. This is actually kind of cool because when I played this, which will be going up in 2 days, my playthrough of this entire POI, I will be building my house towards like the back of the, somewhere in the water. I already kind of know where I'm going to be building it, but it's just really cool. You can get a ton of clay here, so for some of the trades in the legacy shop, include clay. I think it's for concrete. So yeah, you can just come here, you can get a ton of that stuff, a ton of turtles right here, a ton of dolphins, unless they've all died and despawned, which could be a possibility. Squid, I did try putting squid in the waters. It didn't work because the water's not deep enough because it's a super flat bedrock world, but yeah, everything else looks really cool, and you can find a ton of fish in here, like I said. There's actually a second part of the swamp, though, with lava instead of water. This is what I like to call the dead swamp. This has a less amount of islands. It has the biggest island, which is the one on the far left there, and it just includes witches, so there's a new mob here, and you can parkour to each island, of course, or just, put down a water bucket and stuff. And there's actually an island right in the middle, which is, like, combined. There's, like, the corrupted bit, and there's the normal swamp watery bit, which is kind of cool. The next change that I've made is actually I've made a couple changes to Cursed Sands. So the first one here, there's a little screenshot. I have added poles with, emerald, that's the pole right there, and the orange wool block. And I've also added, those old village farms, the ones that came before 1.14, those are kind of like made out of birchwood, birch log borders, and they kind of have beetroot, potatoes, wheat, and carrots and stuff like that. So there's a lot more life here in the desert now. There's also villagers as well in this sand village. Hopefully they don't die too quickly in your game. Then in the bank, I've actually updated the bank. So I've added a second floor with a money-filled safe in the corner there with the iron blocks. It's blocked by iron blocks. It's of course in the bank. So there's a second floor now. There's a lot of spawners up there, so keep in mind of that. It's quite dangerous. I was thinking about adding Elder Guardian up here, so it'd be a little bit more difficult, so you gotta kill that guy, but yeah, I haven't done that yet, so yeah, maybe in the next update. But yeah, in the vault, or the safe, there's a ton of money. Like, it's a double chest full of money. Every single slot is filled with money, so money is so easy to get now. This is the hospital. This is a new non-named location. This is actually below farm in seriously, the bottom left of the map. I actually quite like this place. It's made out of white concrete. It's got, a cafeteria, 3 chests. It's got, the surgery rooms, and then a waiting room, and a security office room. It's kind of a cool area. I'm excited to go there, and it's close to spawn, so that's pretty nice. And this is the dome. This is actually a new add-on to the lab. It's kind of floating above lab. I know, do not insult me on my building skills, guys, please. I tried my best to build a dome. It has 2 chests in it, and basically the lab now has, there's basically a command block in the lab where you just press a button and then it teleports you up into the dome, and in the dome there's another command block that will teleport you back down to the lab, or you can just build your way up and jump down, I guess, and kill yourself. But the next change that I've made, guys, is a really needed change. Basically I've added ores to the Wither's House, Minecraft Xbox House, Business Building, Station, and Suburb a little bit. So basically these areas were kind of like, these are the more difficult areas to put ores, but basically in Business Building you can find them, in the corners or just under the staircases and stuff like that. And on the top there's, on the roof of Business Building, there's some extra ores and stuff like that. So basically it's more loot, more gems for you, which is always nice. And the the final big change that I've made, of course, in this update, guys, is I have reduced the amount of spawners in the graveyard. So the graveyard is one of the most intimidating locations on the map. It wasn't a very good spot to go to early on in your game, just because it was so insanely difficult because of all the skeleton and stuff. But now it's a lot more toned down. I haven't played it yet. I probably will play it in 2 days when you see those videos, guys. But they'll probably be broken up into parts. But yeah, graveyard should be a little bit more fun to go to earlier on in your game now. But yeah, so stay tuned tomorrow for the swamp POI bio, and in 2 days you'll get gameplay of this update. Anyways, tell me what you think of it in the comments. I will see you all in the next video tomorrow, and peace out, guys. Have a good one.